Hi everyone, it's Miss Stephanie. I'm back again. I have a fun activity today. This one is going to take place outside, but if it's a rainy day or you just need to be inside, that's okay. It can be done inside as well. All you're going to need is some sidewalk chalk and some little objects that you have laying around the house. As we go along in this video, you'll see what I mean by that, but really you can use just about anything you have. We are going to be doing some balance on a balance beam today and doing some different activities and practicing different ways to balance while moving across a balance beam. I have two balance beams drawn on my driveway right now, one for each of my kids. And if you have to do this inside, that's okay. You can use masking tape or painter's tape. You can just tape off a line. You can use, if you have a bunch of rulers, you can put them together on the floor. Really any type of line that you can either draw with sidewalk chalk or use with tape will work for this activity. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what we have set up here for our beams. These are my kids, Claire and Charlie, and they each have their own balance beam drawn on the driveway right now. So they are going to be going through a bunch of different activities on the balance beam. And as we go along, we might be adding some different objects in. We'll be moving across the balance beam in some different ways. Okay, the first thing the kids are going to do on the balance beam is just a simple forward walk. So I think my kids are going to show you how the best placement of the arms is going to be when walking across the balance beam. So kids, what do you think? Good. Arms out to the side. Now they're going to step onto their balance beams and they are going to walk forward across their balance beams. Go ahead. Show us how you walk carefully. Feet stay in the lines on the balance beam. Good job. That's right. We don't want to fall. Good job. All right. For this next pass across the balance beam, the kids are going to walk backwards. So kids, why don't you start by standing on your balance beam backwards so you can get your feet placement. Good. Those arms are going to come out to the side and you're going to step 1 foot behind. Good. Very good. And you're going to move slowly across the balance beam, keeping your feet within the lines of the balance beam. Good job. I like how you're walking and moving slowly. Very good. All right, this next pass across the balance beam, the kids are going to be moving sideways across the balance beam. So they're going to use a step together motion across the balance beam. So get your arms ready, guys. Good job. And go ahead and start. Step together, step together. Charlie, step together. Look at Claire. Look at Claire. There you go. Good job. Good job. All right, this time across the balance beam, the kids are going to go up on their tiptoes and they're going to try to stay on their tiptoes all the way across the balance beam. Go ahead, guys. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Stay on those tiptoes. Where are your airplane arms, Charlie? There you go. Nice and slow. Good job. Good. All right, our passes across the balance beam are going to get a little more challenging. Each of the kids have a beanbag in their hand right now. Parents, if you don't have bean bags at your house, that's okay. You can really use any type of item that a student could use to balance on their head. If you have a small pillow or a little stuffed animal, a small book, anything like that laying around the house will work. So the kids are going to put the bean bag on their head. Go ahead, guys, put the bean bag on your head, and they are going to walk slowly across the balance beam, trying not to let that bean bag fall off. Can they do it? Can they do it? Good job. Good job. Excellent. All right, this time across the balance beam, you can see we have some objects laying next to the balance beam. Again, I'm using bean bags, but whatever you have laying around the house will work. This time what the kids are going to do, they're going to walk across the balance beam forward facing, but when they get to their object, they are going to bend down, pick up their object, stand up and continue walking on the balance beam. Okay, and they're going to do that all the way to the end, and they'll hopefully have all 4 bean bags in their hands. So let's see if they can do it. All right, go ahead, guys. Walk on your balance beam, pick up your item. Walking, walking. Good. Good job. Good, Claire. Charlie's trying to balance them all on his head. I don't know if he can do it. Can he? Oh, not quite. All right. I wouldn't suggest that. I would suggest just picking them up and holding them in your hands. All right, this next pass down the balance beam, the kids are not actually going to be on the balance beam for this one. They are going to work on jumping over the balance beam for this one. And they are going to do it using their 2 feet, okay? So they're going to go in a side-to-side jumping motion all the way down across the balance beam. So whenever you're ready, guys, you guys can go ahead, show everyone how to jump. Good. Back and forth. Keep those feet together. Good. Good. All the way down. Excellent. All right, we're going to make the jumping across the balance beam a little more challenging this time. The kids are going to do it on 1 foot. Now, our 2 and 3-year-olds are going to have a lot of trouble with this, but let them try. You never know. It'll be good practice for them, and it'll help to really build those leg muscles. But they're going to have an easier time doing it on 2 feet. My older kids, my 4s, my 5s, my kindergartners, you can practice that 1 foot. I know you guys can do it. I've seen you all hop on 1 foot. So this is good practice for everybody. So Claire and Charlie, do you have your 1 foot ready?
Yep.
All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead. Good job. Across the balance beam. Charlie, try not to jump on the balance beam.
Sorry.
Good. All right. Sticking with our jumping theme on the balance beam, we are going to be jumping with 2 feet again. This time, the kids are going to be jumping forward facing, actually on the balance beam, all the way down the length of the balance beam. So guys, go ahead. Show us your 2 foot jump down the balance beam. Try to keep those feet on the balance beam. Good job. Good. Excellent. All right, we're going to continue with our jumping on our balance beams, but you can see now we have some obstacles in the way on our balance beam. Again, parents, these are just random items I have laying around my house, some stuffed animals, some pillows, and Charlie chose to have the bean bags on his balance beam. So this time the kids are going to jump 2 feet over the objects on the balance beam. So they're going to walk up to that object, jump 2 feet over, and then walk to the next one and jump 2 feet over and continue on until they get to the end. So whenever you're ready, guys, walk your 2 feet. There you go. And jump, walk, walk, jump 2 feet, 2 feet. Good job. All right, so that's what we have for our balance beam activities today. Parents, like I said, you can really use anything that you have laying around your house. This can be an indoor or an outdoor activity. You make it work for you and your child, because every child's different. So obviously my kids are a little older. It looks easier for them. So don't get frustrated with your little ones if they can't do these things yet. It'll be excellent practice for them. These are the kinds of things that we work on all the time in gym class at school. So I hope you enjoy this one, and I hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.